Hi, my name is Ziggy Alberts. I'm a coastal folk songwriter, free surfer, and environmental enthusiast from the east coast of Australia. I travel the world playing music, surfing, and adventuring with my friends, whilst discovering the good in everywhere we go. From cities to countrysides, fjords to coastlines, this is Net Positive.
So shit the gold from your doors and let these girls walk you home.
I'll play you a song off Land and Sea. It's called Settle Down. Sam's filming, so you'd probably want to sing with me if you know the words. In the near brain of my skin's a familiar war with the cold, making memories out of dusty rooms, out of good dusty roads. So when this winter comes, when the winter comes around, love, I'm gonna find myself a good woman, and then I'll settle down. And the taste of the nicotine on your tongue, it doesn't seem so bad anymore. But there's things it's been doing to your lungs, and it's kinda hard to ignore. And so when this winter comes, when the winter comes around, I'm gonna find myself a good woman, and then I'll settle down. When winter comes around. Your skin's a familiar warmth in your souls, but I'm asking reasons why. Despite all of my best efforts in love, I was only golden days at a time, but you. So when this winter comes, when the winter comes around, look, I'm gonna find myself a good woman, and then I'll settle down. And the taste of the nicotine on your tongue, it doesn't seem so bad anymore. But there's things it's been doing to your lungs, and it's kinda hard to know. And so when this winter comes, when the winter comes around, I'm gonna find myself a good woman, and then I'll settle down. When winter comes around, I'm gonna find a good woman, settle down. When winter comes around, I'm gonna find a good woman, settle down. When winter comes around.
Just a bit of a level check.
Hey.
It's for a setup.
That's another microphone you have here. Hello.
Yeah, that's good. Alright. You mentioned there the importance of having a live show. It also seems like something really important right now, and for you, is having control over your music. You seem to do everything yourself, and is that something that I'm sure there's offers, people come to you and say, I want to work with you, but how important is it to keep it in-house, you and the people who you trust in your own community of colleagues and friends?
I think it really comes down to the musician you want to be, because not a lot of musicians would want to be necessarily in my position, or may not know that I'm still the person that signs off on the venue. And so therefore I've seen, despite having an excellent, incredible independent booker from Katie from Select, and having my older sister who's my full-time manager, it's still, they relay the information to me to sit down with me and ask my final opinion on that venue, which is not something necessarily that is for every artist. I'm so heavily involved in my career, you could maybe say, maybe I'm just a little bit of a control freak. But I've just been so involved from the start, and it wasn't until a year and a half ago that I actually got a booking agent and got a manager, because until then I was doing my own sound, doing my own driving, checking people off the door. People would come through and be like, oh, I can see Ziggy's sound. I'm like, hey, it's me, And so it was I had no shame in that, and I was just so ready to to do it by myself, but I think it's down to the artist you want to be, and for me it was important to have that control of playing in environments that I wanted to play in, and playing to sort of people that would be, you know, instilled an idea of unity in that sort of environment. Well, that's exactly right. It was 100% born out of necessity. I had a first person who took me on tour south of Byron Bay, and it was a gentleman named Nick Saxon, and he took me on a tour and was doing house shows, and the idea really clicked. I was like, well, I could do house shows and play to 10 or 15 people, and I understood the quality would be so great, and it would be $150, which meant that I could get to Sydney from Newcastle with, you know, a tank of petrol in my car, and that would feed me for the night. And so that was my, seriously, if I could just get to the next spot, then I could put on another show like that. And yeah, it was just born out of necessity, because particularly at the time it's becoming more and more accepted, but nobody wanted me to play originals at, you know, pubs. And I was, you know, 17 when I started, so I couldn't even get into the pub. And it was just born out of necessity that I played originals, and I always wrote originals from the first time I picked up guitars, because I could only play by ear. And still to this day, that's why I haven't been able to cover a lot of songs. It's because I just don't know how. And so that was born out of necessity and passion, and then my career choices became, you know, something that envisioned that.
Yeah. So when you get to the point now where you are working with a booking agent, and you said your older sister's managing you, does that sort of alleviate a bit of pressure that then you can focus back onto your songwriting?